Despite that surge in supply, the rate of vaccination is lagging in some parts of this country, especially in the prairies. Laura McQuillan is here taking a look at the strategy in that region of the country, or a strategy anyway, Laura. Pretty interesting one. The chance to win big. May it sway the holdouts.
Yeah, a shot and potentially winning a cash prize. You could call that winning a jackpot, Heather. What we're hearing in the prairies, where they are just a little bit back behind other provinces, around 69% of people haven't got their first shots. They want to get people, closer to whatever herd immunity might look like, and they need to get those shots going into arms. The strange thing that's happening in the prairies is a lot of people have got second shots already, more than in other parts of the country. So it shows there's that contrast, a lot of vaccine hesitant people who haven't got their first shots, and a lot of eager people who have got their second shots. So what's been worked on here is Manitoba, first province to announce a lottery. They're giving away cash prizes of up to $100,000 per person, or if people are under 18, they can get a scholarship for $25,000. That prompted Alberta to follow suit, and it's announced 3 prizes of $1 million apiece. And these are going to be handed out over the next few months to people who've either got their first shot in the first round or to people who are fully vaccinated later on. You can contrast that with where Alberta stands right now. It's at about 68.8% with first shots. They say once that hits 70%, a couple weeks beyond that, they'll be able to fully lift their restrictions. So you may think, well, that's incentive enough, going back to normal life. But they're worried they're not getting close enough to that line. They want to be able to reopen by Canada Day, so they're hoping this lottery idea will give an extra push. Meanwhile, Saskatchewan not looking at a lottery at this point, despite a push from the opposition NDP party. We heard from their leader yesterday the suggestion that there could be cash prizes, that there could be tickets to CFL games, anything that might incentivise people to get their shots. Here's a bit of what he told us.
Maybe a $25,000 grand prize, there could be smaller prizes. Really, the amounts are something to look at. We need a government that's willing to even start the conversation. What's going to actually work to incentivize people? Right now, we've just seen them say we're not even going to try.
And last week we did see Saskatchewan's health minister say he's not interested in incentives. Saskatchewan also, with that 70% of first shots trigger point for reopening, they say 3 weeks after they get to that sort of threshold, that they will lift all of their restrictions. So you'd have no restrictions on gatherings. You wouldn't have to wear a mask indoors. Again, they say that doesn't seem to be incentive enough for the public, but the government digging in at this point in time, Heather.
So, cash to overcome complacency. What do we know about what other areas have done, Laura? Will this work?
Well, we have seen some evidence out of the US that it is working. For instance, a number of states have been offering those big jackpot prizes. And in Ohio, in the week after they announced their lottery, there was a nearly 50% uptick in the number of people getting a shot. So it does work. It does incentivize some people, but there are question marks over exactly who those people are. Are they vaccine hesitant, or have they just been dragging their heels on booking their shot? There's some concern that if people are vaccine hesitant, it's not really helping because it's not assuaging their concerns about things like safety and efficacy. It's not getting more information to them. But there are others who think it could have a good impact. We spoke to one Canadian expert who told us his thoughts on this lottery idea.
No one is suggesting that a lottery is going to change the mind of a hardcore denier. What a lottery might do is it might nudge individuals that are complacent. They're really just not engaged in the topic. And believe it or not, there are individuals like that. Are those individuals that are slightly hesitant? It just might change the calculus for them or make it more top of mind. It's crunch time.
So there you have it. Alberta, Manitoba, the chance to win big, but right across the country, getting your shot is a win in itself. If it prevents you from getting COVID, prevents others around you getting sick, Heather, that's the real big prize.
Laura, thank you very much.